Okay, sports fans, here we got another unboxing tonight. This is I think this is another Panzer. I think this is a Panzer III. So let's unbox this. And we'll go ahead and unbox this, and we'll do probably take it through firing it up, see if everything works, like we've done on a lot of the other tanks. But I'm excited to see this one. This is a Panzer IV with winter camouflage. Yeah, this is a Henlong 16th inch scale, and it's got one of their fancy boxes. I love the Henlong boxes. I got that Toucan tank the other day, which I think is a cool tank, that Tiger, late model Tiger, but their boxes aren't as cool as the Henlongs. Okay, this has had some bashed around a little bit, so okay, let's just talk about the box a little bit. Here's the end of the box, and I hope this is a 6.0. It's got the steel gears, and I don't see where it says 6.0. So we got the steel gears at least. If it's not a 6.0, I'm going to be pissed off because I paid a lot for this thing. Meaning a lot. Here it comes out of the birth canal. I have to take it down here, pull it out. It's almost out. Boy, this sucker's pretty. Oh my gosh, what a gorgeous tank. I make those a lot harder than I need to. I want you to know that. Okay, so far the boxing is okay. I think we got a 6.0. Okay. It's got the apple. That's a good thing. Here's our balls, our bullets, our power bullets for the airsoft cannon that's in this thing. We'll put those up here. And these will be the decorations or accessories, the battle tank accessories. And so we'll see what those are in a minute, but we're going to pull. Here's our typical Henlong controller. There we go. And we'll unwrap this thing. This is the winter. This is a white one. Now, I'm insane, as you all well know, because now I've got the desert and I got a winter. I'm going to have to buy my mantlet's off of there. I hope that's not broken. If it is, we'll just have to glue it. That's what we have glue for. All right, look at that beautiful tank. All right, like I said, this is the Panzer III winter camouflage. And I just think, studying up on the Panzers were kind of they were developed in the mid-1930s. And they built a whole bunch of them, but when they finally went into Operation Barbarossa up on the Russian Western Front, the KV-1s and the T-34s kicked their ass. And Hitler had to redesign his whole tank corps because these didn't quite make it with the other ones. So I'll give you some more information on these tanks at a later date. But I've been studying up on the tanks. I can tell you all about the Tiger tanks. I know they built 1,300 of them and where they fought. But the Panzers were you know, the Desert Rat, General Rommel, was that his name? That's what he got famous for. He had his Panzer Corps down in northern Africa. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick the battery in this thing and then put some batteries in the controller. And we're just going to see if everything works and get it up and running. and we'll talk about it a little bit. But here's the charger. So everything that came in the box so far is the tank, the charger, the accessories, and here's our instructions on how to hook up the controller. And then also left in the box, where did I throw the box? Here, box, right here. We have the Toucan propaganda, which I bought this through, and then here's the instructions manuals, and then we got the target and the antenna, and I don't see a battery anywhere. I wonder if the battery's in it, because let's look at the foam. Here, foam. Now, I've only got one tank so far out of my billions of tanks I have with the foam inside of it. Isn't this a pretty tank? This is my first winter camouflage one. I just think this is gorgeous. You know, we got to put some mud and crap on it, but okay. Here we got the battery right here. It's just one of these little dinky, boy, that's the smallest battery I've ever seen in a tank. But it's a 7.4 volt, and it's just a little tiny dinky thing, but hopefully it works. Okay, so far, in the belly here, we can tell that it's a steel drive box, and there's a quality control thing. Here's your on and off switch. And one of the things, I know it's a 2.60 because it's got the Apple for the IR. If it didn't have an Apple, it wouldn't be the 6.0. And this is for your IR battle. And so what's fun about these series of tanks, the 6.0 hang long type, they shoot the BBs, the airsoft BBs, and they do the IR battles. But this is a great looking little tank. Just like I said, I'm a little worried about the mantlet. I think that's what they call this, is the mantlet. Is that the snap-on? Yeah, I think we're okay. It just got loose in shipping. I'm not going to bother doing it. And we'll put the accessories on later. Let's just not waste time doing that right now. So let's plug it in. Those little dinky batteries. But that just means they're not going to, you know, this won't have much of a lifetime. You know, it's probably going to, where some of the other tanks, you know, with a full charge on some of those big batteries. I'd have to see if this will fit my 3500. 3500. Let's just tip this over on the side. So we see how that goes in there. Have you noticed when I do these things, I always have kind of trouble putting the damn batteries in? I don't mean to. I just wonder why I have so much trouble putting the batteries in. I don't know why they couldn't just put another 1/8 of an inch in there. Since this is made in China, I guess we ought to say millimeters. I work for this company. I told you I keep bringing it up, but I have to do everything in millimeters there. And you know, I grown up in the U.S. and working as a mechanical engineer for 30 years, and I am just used to SAE and an 1/8 of an inch or a 1/10 of an inch. But you know, that sometimes things just don't work all the way. So what we'll do now is we'll turn it on and we'll see if we got the lights flashing on it. I don't see any lights flashing. That's a bad sign. Maybe that battery has no juice at all. Timeout. Okay, now here's my Stug 3. Okay, now I think this is in the same era. Now this is a 5.3, meaning that it doesn't have the app. It doesn't have the capabilities. So what I think, they've taken an older Panzer III, and I hope this battery is charged up enough to, all I want to do is fire it up and see if everything works. But see, this has the same shell, the same stepped as that Panzer III there. This has the same suspension as this, the white one, as the Panzer III. And so I think the Panzer IV was a different generation of tooling than the Panzer IV. I know I'm talking a lot, and I apologize. I don't feel 100% tonight. Do you guys ever just sometimes just have the blahs? You know, I couldn't eat my dinner. It didn't taste very good. And my daughter made some wonderful shrimp tacos, and I love shrimp tacos, but I know what it is. I just figured it out. I don't have any Diet Mountain Dew. I ran out. I don't know if there's a Diet Mountain Dew shortage. I went to the store and on the way home tonight from work, I think I just haven't had my Diet Mountain Dew today. And I think I'm going within withdrawals. I'm going to Diet Mountain Dew withdrawals. Okay, let's see if this one works. Okay, that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, now we know that the lights are flashing. So we know that we got some power. Now this is bad. I'm going to have to get in there and clean I don't know if you can see it, the connectors for the Apple in there before I plug them in. They didn't mask them off when they painted it. So there's not going to be any connection there when I put the Apple in it. So we're going to have to bitch about that. And on my other tanks, these doors open, but they don't on this one. On the Panzer IV, it opens up, but irregardless, it's still an awesome tank. So now we're ready to fire this up. Okay, you ready, sports fans? Let's do this. Okay, we've got connection here. Get that off there. All right, that's a good sign. All right. Oh, look at the smoke coming out of the back of that sucker. Wow. So now you know the smoke works. Look at that. Let's try the turret. Turret works. Move it out a little bit. Sound works. Turn it on. Okay. Now we know the smoke works. We're going to turn the smoke off. We don't need to have the smoke. There's the smoke thing. And there's the low volume. Then we can change the sounds. That's a turbine. So if we want to run a turbine in this tank, well, that's a good one. But then it'll go really loud. But then sometimes silence is golden. Okay, so the turret. This has a 360 turret. I didn't know that. Oh my hell. Look, it's got a 360 turret, guys. That is so bonus. Now, turn on. Okay, the machine gun works. Look at this. I want you to look right here. And then when we put the pipe on there, it looks like a real tank. Okay, let's see if the elevations go up and down. Okay, we'll turn it on its side. So you can see this. See if okay, that goes up and down. So far, so good. We've got, we haven't tried to go forward or back. Look at that, sports fans. Whoa! You know, that proportional control. Now, what proportional control means, that you can just creep along. Look at this. But I think if you... Now I just put it in low mode. So this should even go slower. Look at that. That would be very indicative of a real tank in a real battle. Oh, spotted somebody over there. That's so awesome. All right, I am just super jazzed about this. I hope you guys are too. This is a great tank. This is a beautiful tank. Let's pull this down and get you a little better bird's eye view of this thing. Let's see. I got the magnifier on. I don't know how to get the magnifier on. I have to back up a little bit, but just look at this beautiful tank. .360 turret on it. I forgot that maybe that's why it's so much money. Like I said, I paid a lot for it because I basically wanted a white tank. Then the portion control. I'm trying to hold this and run at the same time. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Ah, this is where it gets funky. I lost my screen. Come back, come back. There we go. You see how that kind of kicks back like a real tank would do? Okay, we're happy. Next time you're going to see this tank, it's going to be all decorated. We'll put all the decorations on it and the decals, and then we'll put it in our collection and we will drive it. But for now, Grandpa's RC Garage over and out, sports fans. This is great. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, okay? All right, good night.